it's Lipstick Gal. Thanks for watching today. And I wanted to do a really quick get ready with me. It's going to be a real simple look. It's going to be focusing mainly on the skin today. I have fallen out of the habit of using foundation. Years ago, when I couldn't find a foundation that suited my skin tone, before they were making ones that were fair enough for me, I just used concealer and called it good. And I'm kind of back into that. And for the last, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years, like if I'm going to wear makeup, I'm going to put on foundation, I'm going to do the whole 9 yards, and now I kind of like the ease of just doing concealer. So that's what I wanted to show you today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And I just want to tell you, I have used this a handful of times now. This is from Jouer. This is the Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I have the shade Lace. It's amazing. It has hyaluronic acid in it. It has great coverage, but it's not dry. And especially right in here, that's what I love. So I kind of dot it everywhere, and then some darkness right around the corners of my mouth. I also picked a shade that was, when I blended it out, was close-ish to my own skin tone. I have a little bit of melasma from last summer right in here. Some hyperpigmentation spots that I like to cover as much as possible, and a little redness on the chin. So it does look like a lot, but it's only one dip, and then I just kind of, you know, spread it everywhere. Yeah, we're to the point now where there's nothing left on the wand. All right, so at this point, I just like to use a foundation brush. This is the It Cosmetics Love is the Foundation. It should be Love is the Concealer. If I want a little bit more coverage, like right over these darker spots that I picked up last summer, I usually just kind of pound some stipple. All right, so this is what the concealer looks like, and that's just pulling it out of the tube once and dotting it on where I need it, and using, you know, both sides of the doe foot applicator to get as much of the concealer on my face as possible. But it's not really a lot of product. It's nowhere, I know it's more potent, it's more high coverage, but I feel like, you know, putting it on here, I have a lot of redness around my nose, some darkness at the corners of my mouth, and then just hyperpigmentation spots around the rest of my face that I kind of want to conceal. I feel like that really does a great job for me. On days like this, I like to use a really lightweight, slightly glowy powder. My powder of choice happens to be the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and I use the shade Diffused Light. It's kind of a, I don't know, I would say a slightly yellow-based powder, but like in the slightest way possible. There really is very little color to this. And then I just kind of plop it on everywhere. So I wanted to reach for a bronzer today that I haven't used in a while, but I know I absolutely love. This is the Bareminerals Invisible Bronze, and this is in the shade Fair to Light. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this to help bring some definition and color back to my face, but it's one of those that I don't really feel like I need a mirror for. I mean, it's always good to have a mirror when you're putting on makeup, but I kind of know where I like it on my face, and since it is really easy to blend, I don't feel like it ever layers on too heavily. And then I can just, you know, go in the places I normally go and plop it on, and it looks really nice. I've kind of been jumping back into trying Collab palettes or Collab makeup products. And one of the ones, when I thought about doing this look today, a really easy, light makeup look that really focused on really pretty skin, I thought, you know, I haven't used it in forever. It's the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette, and this has Champagne Pop. Actually, wait, this is Champagne Pop, this is Prosecco Pop, and then it has 3 blushes on the bottom, and there's one of them, I think it's this one right here, which is the really glowy, it's their luminous blush. The other 2 are just their mineral blushes. So I thought I would start with just a hint of the 2 mineral blushes kind of like right on the tops of the cheekbones. Just the lightest little hint. And I like this really fluffy, really flimsy brush because I feel like it gives a really nice diffused look to it without really kind of plopping it on too much. And then I thought I would knock off the rest on my brush here and then go into that more luminous blush and see if we can just right on the apples. Oh, that's pretty. The Champagne Pop looks a little bit better on me. It's more peach based, and the Prosecco Pop's a little bit golder, but it's a little dark. So between these two, I feel like I haven't used it in a long time. Oh, it's pretty. I remember when this first came out, how everybody was scrambling to get it, and it was supposed to be limited edition, and then it wasn't. And then they came out with this palette as a collaboration, but some of the other items that came out when this palette released in this collection were kind of duds, like the eyeshadows weren't very good. It was kind of like a big thing, I remember that. But I always liked this palette, and I realized it's been a long time since I've used any of it. And I thought, you know, I want to go back and see if I still like it as much. And I've had so many other highlights come into my life since I started falling in love with highlight. This is one of the, wasn't the first one, but it was one of the first ones I remember really making a big deal about. I think I'd already picked up Opal, and oddly enough, everybody raved about Opal, so I picked it up, and then I realized it was a little dark for my skin tone. So I have a hard time wearing that, but sometimes I just like, I'm gonna do it. But this is what this is really pretty. I think that the blushes in there are beautiful, and I really do still think, yep, Becca highlights are nice. All right, so I'm almost done. At this point, I think I'm gonna give my face a quick spray. I have been absolutely loving and plowing through the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultrafine Mist. You don't need that much, but I love the watermelon scent of it so much. I'm going to throw on some brows, probably just a little bronzer in the crease and some mascara, and then we'll talk lips. I'll be right back. For the lips today, I thought I would do something really easy. I'm going to start out by lining my lips. This pencil is from Bite. It's number 36. And I'm just going to throw this on the, I'm probably going to fill it in maybe 3/4 of the way. For lipstick today, I'm going to be using, this is the Luxe Trance from Pat McGrath. The shade is a really pretty kind of pinky nude. It's called Sextrology. I feel like I need a little bit of gloss. I'm going to throw in a little bit of this. This is from Colourpop. This is in the shade Champagne Mami. So the look today I like is because it's specifically pared down. There's no foundation, there's no eyeliner, there's no eyeshadow. It's just, you know, one product all over the face, a glowy powder, and then bronzer and cheek products to kind of bring life to my face. I feel like because I have such a fair complexion, if I don't do bronzer and blush, I could probably have skipped the highlight, but it was there. I feel like it really does work for me. And I'm surprised at how much I like this still. And I shouldn't say I'm surprised, because I liked it a lot to begin with, and I used it a lot. It's seen a lot of use. Blushes for me are hard to plow through because I don't wear a lot. I used to wear a little bit more, but this highlight here, so pretty. Used it a lot. I wish the Prosecco Pop wasn't quite so gold, but I get more of a really high definition, high shine, wet glow from that. And I feel like this is a little dark unless it's like full on summer, and I'm like just really going for it. But the one that I didn't use a lot last time I used it was this one here. This one is called Rose Spritz, and it's the luminous blush, and I'm all about that right now. I'm loving that. So I don't know. I'm glad I kind of rediscovered this. If you have this and you haven't used it in a while, pull it out. It's fantastic. If you like a more glowy look. Thank you so much for watching today. I would love to know, when you have 5 or 7 minutes and you got to get out the door, what do you drop out of your makeup routine? For me, it was foundation and eyeliner and eyeshadow. What things do you feel like you can just like X right out of your list of things that you're planning on doing and still get a really pulled together look? Because earlier today, this dress that I'm wearing has a bold print on it with the big long blue earrings, and I was worried. I'd been running around and I looked a little washed out. I'm like, I need some makeup. And something like this really does help a lot. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me know down below what your abbreviated makeup routine looks like. And if you have this, do you still reach for it, or you kind of, other stuff, new stuff? I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye.